Table for two, table for two. Having fun, playing games, just me and you.
Hello everybody. If you're thinking to yourself, hey, this isn't the monthly review show, you're right, it's not. For some of you, you may know that on our Facebook page, maybe once a month, a little more if we have time, we do what's called mini reviews. The mini reviews literally are a series of pictures that we take of a game we really like, showing the play, just to give you a taste or a flavor of what that game's all about. We have over 50-something mini reviews on our Facebook page, as well as if you're wanting to see a list of all of those, you just go to, tablefor2show.com, click on the mini reviews link, and you'll see all 50-something of them out there. And what's kind of nice, if you click on the first picture, you just hit next, and it'll kind of walk you through the play. So it's just a way for us to do a review without doing a show. However, GTM Magazine, which we write for, Game Trade Magazine, which you probably should subscribe to. It's a really great, they have free little things in the magazine. It's a really great magazine showing you the new games coming out. They sent us this game to review called Cursed Court. Unfortunately, I think they accidentally sent it to somebody else to review as well, because other reviewers review in the magazine. So they sent us this game, but somebody else reviewed it, in written format. So we decided we would just do a quick mini review on video.
Yep.
So that way they can maybe use it, as well as obviously you can take a look at this game called Cursed Court. This game is by Atlas Games. Some of you have maybe heard of them before. We've had other games that we like by Atlas Games. But this is a very unique game. You can play up to 6 players. I think maybe more players would be a little bit better than 2. It works fine for 2, but it goes very fast. Very fast for 2 players. We were done like 15 minutes. We're like, oh, that was it?
Yep.
So again, more players may be beneficial to playing this game. But really, Phil, you kind of said it's like a game of roulette.
It is. You'll see when we start to talk about the betting that it works a lot like roulette.
It's literally a game of betting, right? So here's this lovely board that Phil's leaning on.
Yep.
On the board are spaces. There are noble spaces, like the king and the queen and the jester and those folks there, sorceresses. And then there's what's called set spaces. So you're either betting on the actual person, the noble, or you're betting on a set. So for example, if I bet on the tower, I'm saying that all 4 of these cards, just like roulette, would come out and
4
play.
corners. Yeah.
Right? Simple stuff. Or this one's a diagonal, for example. So you have to look and see what they represent. So it's pretty simple. You're just betting on something to turn out, right?
Yep.
Each of us get a set of coins. And I like mine. Mine are like a seafoam green. Yours are red.
Mine are just bright red.
Bright red, that's fine. We both get a token in our color to mark our victory points on the board. And then we both get 4 crowns that we use to bet with. But just to show you, with 6 players, you get white, orange, or orange, New York accent, blue, and yellow. So you can have 6 of your friends play with you, or 4 of your friends in our case. And that's it. That's set up. The board, and you give the colors. And then there's a set of cards, and the cards match the nobles that are on the board, right? So I'm going to, we shuffle these up, right? Now the first step is each player, in our case with 2 players, get 2 face-down cards. Phil's not going to use these yet, neither am I. But I want to explain, if you have more than 2 players, typically what you would do is take a card and put it face down in between the 2 players. So I would put it in between Phil and I, and then in between Phil and whoever, maybe our friend Tony, and then his wife Pam. We put 1 card in between each person, and they can both look at that card, and they both know what it is.
Yeah.
But then Phil would see this card, and he would see the card over there. So we would see 2 cards, so you have a knowledge of what 2 cards are sitting there face down that will come up later in the game. So you have an idea of what's coming up, which card.
Yeah.
But because there's only 2 players, we both get 2 face-down cards to look at in our own hand. So I won't tell you what cards I have, but it will tell me what 2 of these nobles are coming out at the end of the game, and I might want to bet on those because of that. Okay, hopefully that makes sense.
Yep.
The game is played in 3 rounds, which is considered 3 years. Each year consists of your seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter. We're only going to play 1 year, 1 annual term, 1 round, just to show you how it's played. The other 2 rounds we played exactly the same, and then whoever has the most points wins. Simple, simple. So how do you play? The first thing is we draw a card from the deck, and we've drawn the sorceress. We literally look at the game board and we put a tableau beneath the game board that matches exactly what so she's kind of in the middle right now, we'll say, for right this minute. So now I know that she's on the board. Now who's going to bet first? So we do this. We do a toss. I or nothing.
I or nothing?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay. I get the first.
You get
I get the first bet, and then from this point we just pass back and forth. So I look at my cards and I'm like, what should I bet on? What should I bet on? And I think I'm actually going to choose to bet on the procession, which requires all 3 cards to be in play at the end.
Yep.
So I'm going to take a chance. Now, when I place my crown to bet on that, I can choose if I want to put some money on that bet as well. If I do that, let's say I put 4 coins on that particular space. If Phil wants to bet on the same exact space as I bet anytime during the game, he can actually kick me out, bump me, is what it's called. But you have to have double.
I have to have double.
Whatever. So if I have 4, he has to place 8.
Right.
If I have none, like if I just put the crown by itself, he has to have at least 1.
Yeah.
Okay?
And you're really just, with the coins, you're just securing your bet. This has nothing to do with how many points you get.
No. It's just securing the bet mode.
It's just that if you really want a space, then bet 11 because the 20 is all we have. So.
And scoring at the end, just to explain that really quickly, if you actually bet on a noble, okay, at the end, when you look at the tableau, if that noble is there, but there could be more than one of that card there, you would say, oh, if I have 1 of that noble, I get 1 point. 2 of that noble, I get 2 points. If there's 3 of those nobles, I get 5 points. So again, depending how many times that card comes out, you could get more and more points. Yep. On the actual set spaces, if it's 3, a set of 3, you get 3 points. If it's a set of 4, you get 4 points.
But it doesn't matter if the cards are doubled up or anything. It's just they all have to be there.
Yeah. So that was the first turn, and you get to bet on that as well.
Yep. So I'm gonna.
So she's out, and you know what's in your hand.
I'm gonna bet right here.
All right. No money.
I didn't put any chips. So the double rule is just 1 chip if somebody puts down a crown with nothing.
If I want to bump them for any reason.
Yeah.
So that was the spring season.
Yeah.
Here comes summer. Okay, we got the jester. All right, so now we've got the sorceress and the jester. All right. And you get to bet first on this one.
Goes to me. So, wow, I'm feeling pretty confident about the jester, so I'm going to do that.
All right. All right. Wow, that's nice. There's so many different options. You can kind of look at the board and say, what do I want to choose? I think I want to choose the carnival, which is actually looking at this space, and that space, just so you know, because it's hard to see on this little board here. And that gets passed along to me. Then we go into
Autumn.
Autumn.
Yep.
Here comes Autumn. Here comes the queen in the middle there.
Okay.
All right, and you get to, did you just pass this to me?
Yes.
Okay, so I get to go first.
Yep.
I'm just looking at just to see what I've got going on here. I'm actually going to bet, and I'm going to put some coinage on this. I'm going to bet on the feast up here at the top. Now the feast requires, requires my crown to stay on there. It requires him, her, and the jester. So now I know I've got the jester and I've got her. Now I'm just praying he comes out to get that diagonal.
Okay. I'm going to bump you.
Oh man.
Carnival. So now you.
Okay, now because he bumped me, if that happens, you take another turn, and now I have to try to place another bet, because you have to have, at the end of each season, you should have that many of your crowns on the table here. So, no, I'll just go 4, and I'll throw her on the queen. It's a pretty solid bet, because she's already out there.
She could actually have bumped me back if she really wanted to, but this is where it is.
I could have bumped you back. All right, last season, winter.
Yep.
Here it comes. Oh, that was a good bet you just did.
Interesting.
You get to go first.
Yeah. I'm just going to put a crown right there.
Okay, now, guess what? I'm bumping you.
Okay.
I have 8. Yes, I do. So I'm bumping Phil off of here.
Yep.
Now he has to replace that bet somewhere else.
So, now,
where to go, where to go?
do I want to bump you back, or do I just want to go somewhere else?
You would need 16 to bump me back. Do you have 16?
I'm just going to bet right here.
All right. And that is the end of that year, right? So we did all 4 seasons. All 4 of our crowns are on the board. The next thing is to take your hidden cards and place them.
Yep.
So the king did come out, and this sorceress, I think she's, the courtesan.
Okay.
That girl. She came out as well. And what do you have there?
have-
Another one of her.
Her and the jester.
Oh, 2 jesters. All right, so that is our tableau. So now we have to score this particular year. The first thing you do, anything that did not or would not score, you take off the board immediately. So this one will absolutely score. So we'll leave that alone.
Yep.
This one will absolutely score. We'll leave it alone. This one will absolutely score. We'll leave it alone. This one, we do have all 4, so that will
Yep.
score. This one will absolutely score. This will absolutely score. This one, we will score. Wow, this is the first time I think we've had nothing to take off.
Nothing to take off.
Yeah, these are all going to score.
Wow.
If for some reason, let's say I put something here and there was nothing here, we would take that off the board. That's the first time I think we've ever played it where there's
It
nothing.
is.
That's great though.
Yep.
So now let's do points. We'll start with me.
Okay.
So I have a set of 3, so I get 3 points for that.
Yep.
I'll move myself up to
Again, doesn't
3.
matter how
1,
many
2,
chips
3.
are there.
I have 1 queen, so I only get 1 point for that.
Okay.
I have the set of 3 going up the chain here, so that's 3
Yes, you do.
points. And I've got the set of 3 here, which is another 3 points.
Very nice.
And what do you have?
I've got the chapel, which is a set of 4.
Yeah, 4 points for you there.
I've got the
One of her.
I can't remember who she
She's
is.
sorceress.
Sorceress.
So now I have to 5 points.
I've got
2.
2 for her,
So you have 2 points there.
and then
2 for him.
2.
Oh, I'm ahead
You
by
won.
1 point. Well, I won this.
Yeah.
See, I won this round.
Yep.
Now you just play 2 more rounds, just like that, and then whoever has the most points at the end of the game wins. This
Yep.
is, I know if you have more players, maybe this is not the case, but with just 2 of us, or maybe even a set of 4 people, like couples, this could be a filler game. It's so
Yeah.
easy to learn. This is also a game when you have people who don't know how to game.
Yeah.
Even my cat agrees. Like if your parents come over and they're not, she's so excited about it. She's bringing us down a mouse, I
Yes.
think. Not a real mouse, by the way. She has toys. But if you have people who don't know how to play a good game,
Yeah.
like, Couriers or something like that,
Yeah.
great game to rock out for somebody who doesn't really play games. Or if your dad or mom likes to gamble, like my dad likes to gamble. My dad. Good gambling game. So anyway, Chris Court, little mini review with no pictures, a little video for you. Give it a shot. Again, Atlas Games. You might enjoy it. See you next time on Table for 2 show.
Table for 2 show created by